Yeah, good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Gradeup. Welcome to another class of To the Point series for you. And in today's class, we're going to see to the point a very important geographical phenomena, which is in news. Okay, a very important sort of geographical and environmental phenomena, which has been researched, studied by the scientists recently. And it is kind of an intriguing and interesting phenomena. Okay, it's not your normal effect on Indian monsoon. It is something which is counterintuitive, and that is the reason why we have thought that we should have a special class on this as part of the To the Point series. So basically, in today's class, we'll be seeing the impact of desert dust particles on the Indian summer monsoon. Okay, so we have deserts near India, the Iranian plateau, the Arabian deserts, the African deserts. So all of them are somewhere or somewhat influencing our Indian summer monsoon. Okay, so we shall look into that in today's class. Before we begin, presently on Gradeup we are having the flat 45% off for you on Gradeup Super, where you can use the code MANTRA45, where you'll get 45% off for all the running and upcoming courses on Gradeup Super. Okay, I hope you know what is Gradeup Super. It is the paid course of Gradeup, where you'll be getting complete access to all the running and upcoming courses on Gradeup. There are presently 11 plus structured courses for you going on Gradeup, and you'll get access to all of them in one go through one Gradeup Super subscription. Okay, am I visible? Am I audible for everyone? Omar? If I'm not visible to anyone, kindly just rejoin the class. I'm able to see the preview properly. Am I visible and audible to everyone? Kindly give me a confirmation. I'm good, Arun. Thank you so much. If I'm not visible, please rejoin the class. Omar, just rejoin the class, exit the class. I hope you can hear me. Just exit the class and rejoin the class. I should be visible to you. All right. Okay, let us see this interesting phenomena now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I was saying, as the IPL season is nearby, IPL is a distraction for us. But just like how committedly our IPL teams play, that much commitment you have to show in your examinations. And that's why we are having the Achhe Score Ki Zid flat 45% off on Gradeup Super. You can use the code MANTRA45 for it. So as I was telling you, a new study shows the impact of desert dust coming from West, Central and East Asia. Okay, so basically West Asia involves your Arabian countries, and Central Asia, right from your Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, all those countries, and East Asia. Okay, so all of these are also influencing a summer monsoon. You can see here, for example, the dust from North Africa and West Asia. Okay, so all this, the desert dust which is flowing, it is influencing the Indian monsoon. Of course, I hope you know about the Indian monsoon. Indian monsoon depends on a myriad other reasons. Like it depends upon the, if you see, for example, El Nino or La Nina, if there is heating near the, if there is the more precipitation in the Peru coast, or if there is the heating of sea surface temperatures between Peru and Australia, and from Australia to the Mascarene High, and from the Mascarene High to the Tibetan highlands. So when there is the heating of the Tibetan plateau, and we have here the tropical easterly jet, that tropical easterly jet has to go above the Tibetan highlands, right? So in geography you must be studying, there are a myriad reasons. There are, you would be surprised to know there are almost 1 million calculations before we predict the effect of monsoon. Before we predict when monsoon will happen in India, what are the schematics of the monsoon happening? The simple southwest monsoon. So now one more reason has been added to that. which is this dust from the North Africa, West Asia and other regions. So strong winds carry the dust particles from Middle East into the atmosphere, and what is happening here is dust particles absorb the solar radiation and they become extremely hot. So this causes heating of the atmosphere. Heat decreases the air pressure and changes the wind circulation patterns. And it also increases the moisture transport capacity of the air. Okay, so the wind which is coming, the dust particles which are coming from this area, they are basically getting hot. Okay, if you see any formation of clouds, just like how we have aerosols, in the same way the dust which is coming here, it is becoming hot. And because of their temperature, because of the degree of temperature, their capacity to hold more water is increasing. Okay, so this phenomena is called as an elevated heat pump. So it is responsible for driving the moisture from the sea to the Indian subcontinent. So here, intuitively, just tell me if there is dust coming from West Asia, do you think the monsoon is getting strengthened or weakened? Can someone tell me? यहाँ पे ये सब हो रहा है, हमें monsoon, is it getting weakened or strengthened? क्या लग रहा है आपको? Anyone? Yes, very good, Yogesh. It is counterintuitive. Like dust is a bad thing, aerosols are a bad thing. They're responsible for the pollution, if you see. But this dust pollution is actually strengthening our moisture. Okay, it's actually strengthening our monsoon. That is the most important point you should be understanding here. So it enters into something called as a positive feedback loop. So a positive feedback loop is a loop where the result of a reaction leads to enhancement of that very reaction. Okay, so if a person likes music a lot, okay, if he's hearing more music, he's entering into the positive feedback loop. So he's getting a good reaction out of listening to music, and that reaction itself is becoming positive. Okay, but please remember, positive doesn't mean if it's a good thing or bad thing. Imagine some drug addict is there. If he's taking more drugs, his parents ko bol rahe ki he's in a positive feedback loop. His parents must be thinking that's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. He's taking drugs. Okay, but that is enhancing his reaction. So positive negative is not your English positive negative. It is what happens when a reaction leads to enhancement of that very reaction. So here also a positive feedback loop is there. When the dust particles from Middle East, they boost the power of Indian monsoons. And in turn, the monsoons increase the winds in Middle East and subsequently produce more dust aerosols. So it's a positive feedback loop. Here our moisture is increasing, so more dust is flowing into that region. So that keeps on increasing. Okay, and because of that, we are having more aerosols. And aerosols are slightly different. What is dust? Dust is nothing but your PM 2.5, PM 10, other particles which we have. You must be studying in your environment chapter also. That is the dust. But these are aerosols. So aerosols are suspension of fine solid particles or liquid particles in air or another gas. Okay, so they are the suspensions. I hope you know we have solution, colloid and suspensions. So these are the suspensions. So they can be natural like fog, mist, dust, porous exudates, your geyser steam, all of them. Or they can be also anthropogenic like our air pollutants and smoke. So dust can also be the aerosol here in our Indian monsoon. So the dust from Middle East, the dust from the Iranian plateau, the dust from the African deserts and all, it is definitely strengthening your Indian monsoon. But once they come here, they're also propagating the aerosols in our Indian monsoon. So that can have a negative effect. Okay. So some studies have found that anthropogenic aerosols emitted from Indian subcontinent can decrease the precipitation. While others have found that the absorbing aerosols such as dust can strengthen the monsoon circulation. So our internal aerosols jo hai, matlab in our country, the natural and anthropogenic aerosols, they can be ambivalent. They can either strengthen or they can weaken the Indian monsoon. But on the whole, the dust which you are getting, they are definitely strengthening the Indian monsoon. And this is not a new thing. Okay, this happens all over the world. The dust aerosols from deserts in West China, like your Taklamakan desert and the Gobi desert, they can be transported eastward to eastern China and they can influence the East Asia summer monsoon. Similarly, the small deserts in southwest US, they also influence the North African monsoon. Okay, especially the Andes range and all. The Rocky Mountains and all, which we have in US. Below that, we have the deserts, right? The Texas desert and all. So there also, they influence the North African monsoon. In US, can you imagine the southwest of US is influencing the North African monsoon? So in that way, this influence of dust particles across the globe is a pan-global phenomenon. Okay, it's actually a globalized phenomenon. It's nothing new in India. So that's the reason why we felt it is an important chapter. And there can be a question in prelims dealing with the role of Indian monsoon. Okay, what are the factors which influence the Indian monsoon? And I'm sure you must be studying from your geography books, the normal ones, as I told you, the Mascarene High, the Peruvian currents, the North African drifts, the heating of the Tibetan plateau, the tropical easterly jet, the global jet streams. All of those are anyway there, which you study in your standard books, but also add this. Okay, after this class, also in your geography book, just add how desert dust particles can also influence our Indian summer monsoon. Fine. So that's it, friends. That's the end of today's class. And as I was telling you, presently we are having the Mantra 45, where you'll be getting the 45% off for the Gradeup Super. And on Gradeup Super, presently we are having the IAS 2021 crash course for prelims, the IAS 2022 foundation course for prelims, the EPFO revision course. We are having the NCRT course. We are having almost 11 plus structured courses for you going on presently right now on Gradeup Super. Okay, and you don't have to worry about which course you have to join, because taking access to just one Gradeup Super, you'll get complete access to all the running and upcoming courses. There is no need absolutely to purchase separate courses for separate exams, and we have the best and experienced faculty for you. You can see us here. We've given multiple mains, multiple interviews, also have a lot of teaching experience, especially in UPSC. And we have our subject domains, okay, where we have specific subjects we'll be teaching for you on Gradeup Super. So you can also try Gradeup Super for some days. You'll understand the power and intensity of Gradeup Super. And also join us on the Gradeup Telegram app on Gradeup IAS preparation, where you can have live sessions with the faculty. You can talk to each other. You can also talk to the teachers. And finally, keep tuned to Gradeup, क्योंकि सही prep है तो live set है. Okay. So thank you so much, friends, for attending this class. And ये दिखने में छोटा topic लग रहा होगा, but according to me, this is a very big, very important topic. Okay. There might be a question directly in our prelims. And our understanding of monsoon also is quite limited, if you see. Even though right now we have several supercomputers, we have the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, we have the Noida-based Weather Research Institute, so many institutes, but still, till now, we cannot predict the Indian monsoon very accurately. That is because of many such things, okay? Which, there's the El Nino cycle, La Nina cycles, there are the southern oscillations. So it's quite difficult to predict the Indian monsoon, and slowly we are unearthing it. Okay, and this is one new addition to that. Saubhagya Lakshmi, anthropogenic means man-made. Okay, the man-made causes. Fine. Thank you so much, friends, for attending this class. I hope you like the class. Bye-bye and take care. All the very best.